Hello, it's John Heaton, and today I'm going to show you my latest finds, and I've got quite a bit to show you today, and so I better get right on with it, starting with a few singles. So this is from Elton, a single from the Single Man album, and what intrigued me is Return to Paradise seemed to be the A-side from the way it was advertised on Discogs, with Song for Guy as the B-side, but actually on the record it says Song for Guy as side 1, so I'm not sure if originally it was the A-side and they switched it, but obviously it seems a bit of a strange choice for the A-side, with Song for Guy being the big hit in the UK anyway. Maybe it was deemed not to be commercial by the Portuguese, or the Spanish music company. This is another copy of Blow Away I picked up with another different picture sleeve from the same sessions as the album cover. Nice to have that from Germany. Sorry, this is not from Spain, this is from Germany. These singles are all from Germany, from the same shop. I was very impressed with the prices they were charging, and the shipping was pretty reasonable as well. This is Steve Winwood's lead-off single from Arc of a Diver, with alternative artwork to the album cover from Tony Wright. Very nice to see that. So none of these singles were expensive, so I thought I'd have to pick them up. The Race Is On, Susie Quattro from If You Knew Susie album, 1978 I think. And then the single of Watership Down from Art Garfunkel, the saccharine ode to endangered rabbits, as James Griffiths describes it as. Nice to have that. I thought that could at least be in colour, but it's not, it's just black and white, so that was a bit disappointing. Finally got hold of the picture sleeve of the Denise single, which was one of the first singles I ever remember hearing in the charts, and very nice to have this advertising the new LP, plastic letters on the B-side, on the other side of that, and the B-side is Bermuda Triangle Blues. Another favourite single of mine, Ça plane pour moi, from the Belgian group Plastic Bertrand. Nice to have that on picture sleeve, excellent. The single from Bridge Over Troubled Water in Germany seems to have been this, El Condor Pasa, which, well, I'm not sure if the title track was also a single, but this was released as a single with Why Don't You Write Me on the B-side, which I found a little bit strange, but nice to have that on a picture sleeve, miniature picture sleeve of the album cover. Another version of Jerry Rafferty's Baker Street, different picture sleeve, advertising City to City on the back. And finally we have Rivers of Babylon backed with Brown Girl in the Ring from Boney M, which was a huge #1 hit in 1978, advertising their 3 albums to date at the time, culminating in the current album Night Flight to Venus, which had these 2 songs. And then I picked up this version of Even in the Quietest Moments, which is unique because it's a French version with the gatefold sleeve, with the lyrics and the picture, so you can see it together. And I've always thought there's 2, because this was in the lyric sheet on the inner sleeve of the album, but I've always thought that this picture should be seen together, and it is nice to have it. And you can also see the back and front sleeve together as well, the beauty of a gatefold. So very pleased to pick that up. And then I also picked up a pretty cheap copy of this 12 Gold Bars, which I never actually owned on vinyl, and it's just such a beautiful cover. It really is a work of art. And the back cover is pretty good as well, with miniature pictures of the album covers in gold there. And yeah, I remember this album very well when it came out, and very happy to have that on vinyl for the first time. And then the 3 things that I really wanted to show you the most on this video were this Swedish copy of Plastic Ono Band, which I picked up, which I'm not quite dated, if it's from 1970 or a bit later in the 70s. First thing to say is it comes with the inner sleeve, but someone has written the titles of the songs in pen in Hungarian. So I picked this up in one of the local record shops in Budapest. But the main reason I picked it up is, you've guessed it, it's on the lovely green apple. And so I don't have too many albums left to get on the green apple now, which are available. I mean, the George Harrison's Dark Horse is is out there somewhere, but there's only a couple of copies for sale on Discogs, and it's proving to be very expensive. And then Red Rose Speedway on Apple from South America. I tried to order that a couple of years ago and it got lost in the post. They took my money and nothing arrived. So this next one is my famous, what I was talking about last time, my shipment from Argentina. And I paid the VAT once on checkout from eBay, once online to the Hungarian customs authorities, and then once physically to the post office. I've applied for a refund, got the refund from eBay, and applied for a refund for the double payment from the Hungarian customs authority, so hopefully I'll get that. But anyway, what I picked up all the way from Argentina is a Spanish, well, Argentinian version of Band on the Run with the Spanish title Banda en Fuga, which I thought was really neat. You just compare the typeface. I mean, they've obviously used the same typeface there, but for the fuga, for the F word, for the F letter, they've had to kind of work out what it would look like, and I think it's quite amusing. But anyway, and the track listing on the back is all in Spanish as well, and I'm actually not going to get this out, but it does have the inner sleeve and the poster. As you can see, this is not in good condition. It's got a nice hype sticker here, Paul McCartney in Wings. I don't know how a record could get into this condition unless the dog got at it. But having said that, it wasn't expensive, even though I had to pay shipping on top of it and VAT. The original price that I paid for this album was $12, so I think it was pretty worthwhile and nice to have. And then another Argentinian copy of a Wings album, and this is Ciudad De Landra. Add to my collection of London Town copies. I also picked up a Spanish copy recently where the poster is in a thick cardboard, thick card form, but almost like a postcard, which was very interesting, different from the rather flimsier poster which one normally gets. Anyway, this version comes with the no poster or inner sleeve, with no lyrics, but the names of the tracks in Spanish on the back there, and they've misspelt Denny Lane with L-A-Y-N-E a couple of times here, which is a bit disappointing. And the other interesting thing about this is it's not on the familiar London Town label, it's just on the normal black capital label. So, and I also noticed with my Spanish copy of London Town, I was looking at the translations and they weren't always the same, the Argentinian copy versus the Spanish copy, and I was thinking maybe there was a different dialect of Spanish or it was a Catalan or something, but I don't think it was. I think it's just the person translating just came up with a different translation of the title. I mean, because one song was the same on both records with a little luck, Con un poco de suerte, but a lot of the others, like Children is completely different. They use a different word for children, so that was interesting. Anyway, Ciudad De Landra, very, very happy to pick this up. Doesn't it look great? David Jenner, try and contain your excitement at seeing another copy of this glorious album. So that was what I had to show you for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.